friends, welcome to Ahilu Arts channel. I'm your host Uma. In this video, we are going to see how to crochet this mermaid tail. Okay, there are many patterns available, but I'm not going to use all of those because all they have started with the normal double crochet rounds in the end and only starting the crocodile stitch after 3 to 4 rounds. Okay, it'll be like shell, and the last round will be like plain, and I don't like that. So I came up with a pattern where I can start the crocodile stitch from the first round itself. Okay, so this is not gonna be standard, but it's gonna be lovely. This is for a newborn baby size. It will be coming up to the hip size. You can always do a top or any bikini top, anything for the top. So if you want to do it for an adult size, you can always make it as bigger as you want, and you can do as a blanket without not only for hip size, you can always do up to chest size. Okay, so it's completely customizable, and you can always increase. The only thing you have to do is, after increasing, no more thinking, you can just keep on doing the crocodile stitch round. Okay, we have already seen many crocodile stitches, many products using crocodile stitches like bags, gloves, neck warmers. We have also having a separate video for how to do the crocodile stitch. So let us start doing this. Okay, this is gonna be amazing, even though you need a lot of yarn, but it's worth the yarn. Okay, so let us start doing this. Since it's gonna be a fish, I have done it with the blue color. It's a multicolor, it's not a single color. Okay, when we work you can see how it does. Okay, you can always choose any color you want. You can always choose a variegated yarn or see a solid color yarn, anything you want. Okay, but choose colors complementing each other. Since this is gonna be a up to hip level, I have added a hip band also in orange color, so that when I do that bikini top, the orange color will be the dominating one. Okay, so let us start doing this. I'm using 5 mm hook. Okay, do a 10 double crochet. Okay, with a magic circle. One. You can always do chain 4 and do a magic circle, because anyway it's gonna be under the tail where we sew it up, so it normally won't be visible. So if you are not comfortable with the magic circle, you can always do a chain 4 and a slip stitch into the first chain, then do a 10 double crochet. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. First I have done only chain 2, so it will not be counting as any stitch, so I'll be doing 10 double crochet itself. Okay, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, now pull this up so that your round will be a complete one. Slip stitch into the first double crochet. If you had used a chain 3 instead of double crochet, you have to slip stitch into the top chain of the chain 3. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now what we are going to do, you may be already familiar with the crocodile stitch. We have to chain 3 and chain 1, which is our first double crochet and a chain 1. Now in the next stitch you have to do a V stitch wherever shell is gonna be. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and in the next stitch 1 double crochet. Always the crocodile stitch front stitch will be you have to do chain 1 also. The crocodile stitch from previous stitch will be a V stitch round, which is normally won't be visible because we will be doing the shell in the V stitch only. Okay, so chain 1, the next stitch a V stitch. So we'll be having 5 double crochets and 5 V stitch round. So in turn we'll be having 5 shells in the third row. Okay, since we have 10 double crochets in the first round, we will be having 5 shells and 5 V stitches and 5 normal double crochets. So there is no standard like we have to increase this much in each round. Once you attain your till you attain your desired size, you can keep on increasing. Okay, so it's up to you to whom you are crocheting. Okay, now since we have started with the double crochet, we have to end it with the V stitch. Okay, then only it will be a complete round. So don't forget the chain 1 and slip stitch into the third chain. We will be having 4 chains, right? We have to slip stitch into the third chain because that's where the double crochet ends. Okay, so now we have to start our shell stitch. Shell stitch is nothing but we have to work in the post of V stitch. We have to do 4 double crochet here, chain 1, and 4 double crochet in the this side. Okay, you can always do 5 double crochets also, but I guess 4 double crochet is enough because we'll be doing a lot of shells, so it has to be uniform. It has to be of correct size, right? We don't want a bigger shell. So I have done 4 double crochets. I have done chain 1. Now do the 4 double crochets in the other part of V stitch. That is the next double crochet of the V stitch. Okay, see, this makes our first shell. Now what we are going to, we have to single crochet into the double crochet in the previous round. Okay, see, I have single crocheted in the previous round. Now I will be doing the same shell, like 4 double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet in both of the posts, and continue the same shell single crochet 5 times, so that I will be having 5 shells in the first round. Okay, so continue till the end, and I'll meet you at the end of this round to make to show you how to do the increase in the next V stitch round. Okay, see, 4 double crochet is done and a single crochet in the next double crochet. See, this is gonna be our shell round. Okay, see, I have completed the shell round. I had 1 2 3 4 5 shells. Okay, normally in the double crochet round, once we done the shell round, we'll be doing the V stitch round in such a way that we'll be having a V stitch in the double crochet of the previous round, and we'll be having a double crochet in between the shell, and here a V stitch, here a shell, here a double crochet, here a V stitch, here a double crochet. In between the shells we'll be having only double crochet, and between 2 shells we'll be having the V stitch. That's how we'll end up with the shell alternatively. Okay, we don't want the shell to be in the same space, right? So we'll be like we're having a shell here, not here, and here, so we'll be having a same number of shells if we do the normal V stitch round, but we have to increase. This round has to be an increase round, right? So for that, what we are going to do, this is not gonna be a V-stitch, this is just gonna be a double crochet and chain 1. Instead of working here in between each shell, we'll be working in the chain 1 of chain 1 between the chain double crochet and the shell. Okay, we have a chain 1 here, right? So here we have to do the V-stitch. See, now in that case we have one shell here, chain 1. Now we'll be having only one double crochet as we have planned, right? Here we should not have a V-stitch because we should not have a shell after shell. Okay, so one double crochet, chain 1. Now also do a V-stitch in the chain 1 space of the previous round. Okay, it will not be visible, but you can feel it. Okay, here will be the chain 1. Now chain 1 here in between the shells, you have to do a one double crochet. Now chain 1. Now what we will be having, in each shell we will be having 2 shells. See, in this side of the shell we'll have a V-stitch, and this side of the shell we'll have a V-stitch. So by the end of this round we'll be having 10 V-stitches. Okay, so we'll in the next round we'll have 10 shells, which is an increase, right? So only thing we are using in this round is the chain 1. Now chain 1 in the next chain 1 space, sorry, double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and V-stitch in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet in the double crochet of the previous round. See, you understand what we are doing, right? Instead of working V-stitch in between the shells, in between each shell, we are working on the shell, right? See, this side of the shell is having a V-stitch and this side of the shell is having a V-stitch. Now I double crochet in between the shells, and also this side is having a V-stitch and this side is having a V-stitch. So in each shell, both the sides having 2 shells, so in total we will be having 10 shells on the next round, right? So this is how we will be increasing till the desired size. I will be doing only one more increase where I will be having 15 shells. That's enough for the size what I am doing, a newborn to 6 month size. If you want, you can always increase 20, 25 according to the person whom you are doing. Okay, so all V-stitch round will be in the chain 1, and all the double crochets will be in the double crochets and the in between shells of the previous round. See, I'll show you once this is done. See, chain 1, a double crochet in the next space, and a double V-stitch in the next chain 1 space. Make sure you are not disturbing the double crochets in the shell. Okay, it should be untouched because that's the one which will be visible at the end. So now slip stitch into the chain 3 of 4 chains. See, now what we will have, see here, one double crochet, this side chain V-stitch and this side V-stitch. So 1, 2, and also in the next shell we'll have 2, next shell 1, 2, and the next shell 1, 2, next shell 1, 2. So we have like 10 V-stitch where we'll continue. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this way we don't have a shell on the shell, we'll be having shell in between shells. Okay, it will be like a crisscross shell. Okay, no shell will be in two lines. See, now a single crochet in the next double crochet. See, now we have shell, not exactly this in line with the previous round shell, because we have to do another shell in the space of the same shell. Okay, so this is how I am going to continue. The only thing you have to be sure that you have 10 V stitch in the V stitch round. Okay, in between the shells you have to do the double crochets alone, and on these sides of the shell, that is in the chain one space, you have to work the V stitch. Okay, so by the end of this round we will be having 10 shells, right? So complete this round. I'll show you how to increase the next round, where we'll be having 15 V stitch. Okay, so only 2 to 4 4 rounds you have to increase. After that there is nothing to increase, and you can always work as a V stitch round and a shell round continuously. Okay, so continue this round till you have 10 shells, then we'll see how to have the next increase. Okay, see, now I have 10 shells in this round. Okay, so now we have to increase one more round, because I have to have 15 to attain my size, I mean the desired what I have chosen. So for this, if we are going to increase in the same way as the previous round, then we'll have 2 in each shells, then we'll have 20, which will be like a big unwanted circle. We don't want that. Okay, so remember how we used to do beanies. Okay, when we do hats, how we'll do, we'll increase if we have 12 stitches, we'll increase in all the 12 stitches, that is 24, and we'll increase 1 2 1 2, right? Then only we'll have 36, and we'll increase 1 1 2 1 1 2. So we'll be increasing every second shell here, not in all the shells. We'll be increasing only in the second shell, then we'll have only 15 shells in the next round. Okay, so how to do that? Chain 4 and another double crochet in the same stitch, which will be our V stitch, where we'll have a shell in the next round. Okay, so chain 1, we should not increase in this shell, right? So normally double crochet in the space of the V stitch. This is technically the V stitch, right? So double crochet in the V stitch, chain 1, V stitch in the next single crochet, right? Chain 1. Now we have to increase. See, in this shell we have only one shell, right? So now what we are going to do, chain 1, now we have to use the in between spot. So double crochet, chain 1, and in the next V stitch we have to do a V stitch, chain 1, and in the next chain 1 we will be having a double crochet, chain 1, and in the next double crochet we came to normal, we will be doing a double crochet only. Okay, this is gonna be bit confusing, but there's nothing to confuse. Okay, we have to increase only in the second shells, right? Not in the first shells. So we don't do the increase, we have just done the V stitch and a double crochet and V stitch in between. This is what we are normally going to work all the other rounds, which is yet to come. But here we are doing the increase. In order to have a increase, what we are doing, we are using the chain 1 space in between the shells. Okay, this space. So after V stitch we have to have a double crochet, and double crochet, after double crochet we'll have V stitch, double crochet, V stitch. Now we have come like this. See, we have started with the V stitch, right? So likewise we have started here with the V stitch. Now a double crochet in the shell, chain 1, a V stitch in between the cells, that is technically on the single crochet of the previous round. Okay, now we have to do the increase. So chain 1, use this chain 1 to do a double crochet, because after V stitch we have to do a double crochet, right? Then a V stitch. Now chain 1, in the chain 1 space do a double crochet, chain 1, and in the single crochet do a V stitch. See, now we have done the increase in the 4th shell. Now we have come to the V stitch in the starting of the shell. This shell will be having no increase, so normally chain 1 in the chain 1, double crochet in the chain 1 and V stitch in the single crochet. So this is how we are going to do all the way round. Okay, one shell will be needing an increase, another shell won't. Chain 1. So here there is no increase, so after this shell we have to do the increase. So chain double crochet, chain 1, V stitch. You have to make sure that you are having V stitch and a double crochet alternatively. Okay, no V stitch should come, no 2 V stitch should come next and next. Okay, you have to have a double crochet after a V stitch. Because double crochet is the place where we will be doing the single crochet after each shell is completed. See, now this shell is not an increased shell, so normal double crochet, chain 1, normal double crochet, chain 1, normal V stitch. Now this shell is gonna be an increased shell, so chain double crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, V stitch in the next chain 1 space, which is technically in the V stitch, chain 1, a double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and V stitch in the next V stitch. So the increased shell is done. So we have a non-increased shell, so double crochet and a V stitch. So finally we have to have a increased shell, right? So we have started with the non-increased shell in so 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So in the 2 shell we have to do the increase, right? So chain 1, single double crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, a V stitch in the shell, chain 1, and finally we have to end it with the double crochet and a chain 1. See, now since we have V stitch in the starting, we are fine with the increase, right? See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. We have 15 V stitch. This is what we need, right? We have to have 15 shells in this round. So continue the shell round here. After this we don't have to increase anymore. We'll just need to work as a normal crocodile stitch round. I'll show you how. So continue the shell round with 4 double crochet, chain 1, 4 double crochet. See, I have done chain 3 and a 4 double crochet. This chain 3 I will be slip stitching into the last stitch when I complete this round. Okay, so there's no nothing to be unattended. Okay, so chain 1, 4 more double crochet in the next double crochet of the V stitch. So continue this round, you will have 15 stitches. Okay, so after this we don't have to increase, we'll just work as a normal crocodile stitch round. I'll meet you at the end to let you know how to start the next V stitch round. Okay, see, in this round I have 15 shells, right? So I'm going to stop increasing now because this is what the size I need. If you want to do the increase, then remember the basic beanie rule. We have increased all the 2 stitches, then 1 2 1 2. Now we have to do 1 1 2. That is, we don't have to increase in 1 1 and first 2 shells, and we have to increase in the third shell. Now that's how we'll be having 20 shell in the next round if you want to do an increase. Okay, this is how we are going to continue 1 1 2, and the next increase you have to do 1 1 1 2. That is every 4th stitch. Okay, so every second round we have increased every second stitches, and in the every third round we have to increase in every third stitch. Okay, so chain 4 or double crochet in the chain 1. We don't have to do an increase here, right? So then double crochet and V stitch and double crochet. See, first 2 shells we don't have an increase, we have just 1 shell in each of the shell. Now chain 1, we have to do increase in this shell, which is nothing but we have to do V stitch, one V stitch here and 1 V stitch here, right? Then only we'll be having an increase. So a V stitch, chain 1, a double crochet, chain 1, a V stitch. So chain 1, a double crochet. See, now we have no increase, and increase. Likewise we have to follow no increase, chain 1, a V stitch, chain 1, a double crochet, and so now we have done 1 1 in this round. In this shell, that is in this third shell, we have to do a increase. I am not going to do the increase, I am just wanted to show you how you have to increase in this round. Okay, chain 1, all the increase should be made in the sides of the shell. We have 2 sides of the shell, so we have to do 2 V stitch in the both the sides, right? So chain 1 and a double crochet. See now how we have to increase, but I am not going to do the increase. So what I am going to do is I'll keep on doing the V stitch round as normal V stitch round. See, chain 1, double crochet, V stitch, chain 1, double crochet, V stitch. So this is how I am going to continue till I attain my desired length, maybe 14-15 rounds. I'll let you know once I have done. Okay, so 1 V stitch round, 1 shell round. Okay, so you can continue, you can increase as much as you want. Once you have done with this round increase, then you can do 1 1 1 2, that is every fourth shell. You can increase in every fourth shell. Okay, so after that you can stop increasing once you attain your desired size. Then you can continue this normal round, that is 1 V stitch, 1 1 double crochet, 1 V stitch, 1 double crochet, and shell round around all the V stitch round. Okay, so once you have done with this, I'll let you know how my mermaid tail has turned out, and we'll see how to do the tail also. This is, we are doing the body part. Okay, we can do the tail also in a separate video, right? So continue till the end. I'm going to do this with the till the waist level, because I'll be doing a top also, I mean bikini top also. But if you want it till the chest level, you can always increase the number of rounds what you are doing. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my I don't know how many rows, around 15-16 rows. Then I'll show you how it turned out. Okay, so I'm not doing any increase. Let me show you. Let me start a shell, then I'll do it in the off camera. See, still now since we are increasing, we don't have this as a grown one, as a closed one. This will be an open one. But so once we stop increasing and once we start doing the normal rounds, then our mermaid tail is gonna take shape, right? So don't panic if you're not having a closed chain, closed structure, sorry. See, this is what the round you have to do once you stop increasing, and once you start doing the normal crocodile stitch round. Okay, that's why I'm doing all the way on camera. So once you're done with the increase, there's nothing to think. You can just continue the V stitch, double crochet, V stitch, double crochet, and wherever you find V stitch, you have to do a shell, and wherever you find a double crochet, you have to do a single crochet in the shell round, right? Make sure you are not missing any stitch and you are not having any 2 double crochets continuously or 2 V stitch continuously. It has to be a V stitch and a double crochet alternatively, then only it will be of a fine closing, right? See, now I have reached the end. Since here it is the double crochet, I have to end it with the V stitch, then only my round will be completed one, and I'll be starting doing the shell, right? So this is how I'm going to continue the same round again and again, same 2 rounds in fact, a shell round and a V stitch round and a shell round. So continue till the end and we'll see how to do the tail part, right? So shell, continue the same. Okay, see, I've completed the required size of mine. Okay, this seems to be a cocoon, but once we attach the tail, it will be like a mermaid tail. Okay, I have done 18 rounds. Okay, from here I have done 18 rounds. Okay, so if you are since this is for a newborn to 6 month size, up to hip level, this is okay for me. Okay, so if you want to do for kids or adults, you have to measure from the row where you have stopped increase and started working as a normal round. Okay, from there you have to measure till what size you need. Okay, so this breadth also will be bigger for bigger sizes. Okay, so at last what I have done is, instead of working a double crochet, sorry, double crochet V stitch, double crochet V stitch, I have done all double crochets to use this as a belt holder, because since this is from the waist level, I will be doing a waist band also with this color. Okay, so for that I have done, you can see, right, double crochet, chain one, double crochet, chain one around, sorry, around, and I'll be using this as a waist holder to make it adjustable and fit. Okay, I am using orange color so that it will be more visible, because it's completely contrast to the color what I have used. You can always choose colors complementing each other. Okay, since this is a mermaid tail, which is a fish, you can think of the fish colors. Okay, you can also you can always use this color to do the whole body, like Finding Nemo, I mean Nemo, and you can use the black color to do the waistline also. That will also holds good. Okay, so waistband is nothing but a chain, as long as you want it. Even though if you are doing this for an adult, not till waist level, till the chest level, you can always do a waistband to make it sure that it will not come off often. Okay, so it will just use as an lace to tie it tight, right? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. I'm not telling you how many chains you have to do, because it will differ according to the size what you have done. I'll just measure, I'll just do reasonable number of chains, and I'll just measure around my cocoon. Okay, so you have to measure, you have to make this long enough to make a flower knot. Okay, then only it will be easy to make it fit. So this is how the mermaid cocoon is made of, right? We will see a mermaid tail in a separate video. Okay, the tail is nothing but the fin part where you can attach it with this, sew it up with this bottom row. Okay, so that's very easy. Okay, you have to do just two identical piece, and you have to sew them up to make a tail, right? See, you can start. See, I am having my jointed end at the exact back side, right? So it will not be in any of my front side. So from that I'll use this as a front stitch, right? So I'll insert it into the next stitch. You can also insert every double crochet or every two double crochet, it's up to you. Okay, since this itself is long enough, or if you want, you can insert with the two double crochet also, whichever is suitable for you. You can do that, right? So it's nothing compulsory. So I will just insert throughout. If you feel it difficult to use it with the hand, you can always have a yarn needle, just insert into the tail end, and you can just pull through all the loops at once. Okay, that will also holds good. Don't forget to weave in the tail ends, right? I have not yet fastened off my yarn because I'm not sure how much long it needs. Okay, so I'll just find out and I'll keep on working the chain till I need my length. Okay, till I attain my length, I'll be keep on working. Okay, make sure that your work is not shrunken, because it has to be at its full length to know how much longer it needs. Okay. See, I have reached my starting stitch, so I will pull this off as much as I want and adjust in this side. I have to have this much long in this side also, so that I can make a flower knot like this, right? So I'll be making few more chains. Okay, so I make sure nothing is shrunken, everything is at its full length. And why I'm making this knot as a smaller one, because I'm making this for a baby, so if it is long enough, then baby can chew it up and it can unloose it, right? So I'll be making it small enough so that the baby can't reach it, right? So I'm just check whether this is enough for my knot, and I'll just fasten it off right away. Okay, if you are making for a bigger person, you can always have the chain longer enough. Okay, see, this is okay for me, so I'll be just fastening this end and pull this up and tighten. Okay, so this is how my cocoon, mermaid cocoon, will be like. If you want, you can make a tail, or if you are if you are fine with this, you can always have this as a crocodile stitch cocoon. Okay, since we call it a mermaid tail, we have to have the tail also. Okay, see how well this orange color is reflecting in this color, right? So this is how our crocodile stitch cocoon is um, cocoon will look like. We'll see the tail in a separate video. Okay, so if you like this video, please share it with your friends, like our Facebook page, subscribe to the channel, and never miss any video. Thank you.